As promised, South Africa's Freedom Day celebrations take place today at the AJ Swanepoel Stadium in Ermelo, Mpumalanga. President Cyril Ramaphosa is expected to deliver the keynote address at about 11:40 this morning. Here's SABC News reporter Natasha, who is at the event and joins us live now. So Natasha, talk to us about what is happening where you are right now. We're told that this year's theme is United in Resilience for the Defense of Our Freedom and Democracy. And what does Freedom Day mean to the citizens of Ermelo?
Well, definitely, Mkolis, it's now a hive of activity here at the AJ Swanepoel Stadium in Ermelo, Mpumalanga. And you raised quite a pertinent question there. What does Freedom Day mean to the people of Ermelo here? You might have seen a package that my colleague Dumelo had actually played about addressing the water challenges here in this very district, this municipality. Of course, when speaking to the residents here, they complain about service delivery challenges, issues of potholes, the high crime rates and unemployment rates. But this is despite government saying that over the past 30 years, they've done a lot to actually, address these challenges. But joining me now is the MEC Tulasizwe Thomo, who's the EXCO spokesperson. Of course, we'll just talk about these issues. MEC, thank you so much for joining us in SABC News. I mean, my colleague Mkolis was just asking what Freedom Day means to the people of Ermelo here in Mpumalanga. And we engage them, they complain about service delivery issues, the potholes, you've probably seen them yourselves. But I mean, for a person who's sitting at Ekaya, who's listening to this interview saying that, but there's nothing to show for this 30 years or 31 years into democracy, what do you have to say to them?
Well, no, thank you very much. I think firstly we need to appreciate the coming of the president here and for celebrating this day with us here in Mpumalanga. It is a day that is really important for us. But what does Freedom Day mean to us and the people of Mpumalanga? You'll know that this is one of the provinces that has a high level of unemployment. Now, as the 7th administration at our level in the provincial government, we have adopted 3 priorities. One is to grow the economy of this province and also do job creations. So that is where we are now. We are trying to do by all means necessary to create jobs so that our people can be free from the shackles of poverty and inequality. But also you have indicated issues that relates to service delivery. Of course, there are challenges confronted by this municipality, which as government we are dealing with, working together, of course, with the national government, especially as it relates to issues of water. Myself, I'm the MEC for Public Works, Roads and Transport. We're assisting when necessary, in particular with potholes, patching and so on and so forth. But you will know that it is not our jurisdiction as the provincial government. So we try to assist. But we have taken a resolution, of course, to reach out to different stakeholders, in particular the mining sector and other industries, to come on board to assist us on service delivery related challenges.
I know we were supposed to speak to the Premier, and I'm sorry for putting you on the spot, but I mean, another issue that's been making headlines is the issue of the Department of Education, that controversial purchase. I know that the Premier had said that they're well on their way to actually conclude that investigation. Can you give us perhaps timelines?
Well, I wouldn't be able to give timelines, but however, I believe the matter, as the Premier has spoken about it, that it's under investigation, and he has committed to the public and to the people of South Africa that is going to deal with this matter swiftly and provide the necessary responses that are required. But all that we're saying, in order for us to build a capable state that is ethical, corrupt-free, we need to ensure that we get rid of corruption and those that are actually implicated in whatever transgression. When these laptops were procured, they had to be face the consequences.
MEC, just briefly, in you personally, I mean, what does Freedom Day mean to you?
Well, Freedom Day means to me that we need to create jobs, our young people to get employment. But of course, what we need to do, because we are slowly growing to be an illiterate society, in particular our youth, if we can ensure that all young people, they get the necessary educations and skills, that will be, to me, a Freedom Day.
MEC Thomo, thank you so much for your time. Of course, I'm calling to the sentiments here from MEC Thomo. Of course, we had hoped to also speak to the Premier just to actually get that reaction in regards to that laptop scandal. Remember, he had said that investigations will be concluding very soon. But of course, by the hour, by half the hour, we'll continue getting reactions from the ground. And most importantly, the people here in Ermelo and what they think Freedom Day means to them. With that said, it's back to you in studio, Mkolis.
Certainly looking forward to that. That's our very own Natasha, live to us at the Freedom Day celebrations at the AJ Swanepoel Stadium in Ermelo, Mpumalanga. Now, President Cyril Ramaphosa will address the annual Freedom Day celebrations in Mpumalanga today. This is a culmination of the year-long celebrations of the country's 31 years of democracy. Now, the day is celebrated under the theme United in Resilience for the Defense of Our Freedom and Democracy. SABC News political reporter Natasha Phiri looks at the achievements of the last 3 decades of freedom and what is in store for South Africa as it enters the 4th decade of freedom.